Good day folks, Sean here from Air Photography. So in this video we're going to be doing a quick unboxing of the brand new GoPro Mission 1 Pro, and we also have their point and shoot hand grip. For a while there during pre-orders they were giving these away free when you pre-ordered it. I'm not sure if they're still doing that or not, but we'll take a quick look at that as well. Now this is GoPro's newest cinema camera. This can capture in 8K 60, and that's the main difference between the standard Mission 1 and the Mission 1 Pro is frame rate. With the Mission 1 standard, you can only capture in 8K 30. Other than that, everything is pretty well the same between the two models. The ILS version, which is not available yet, that's the one that has some interchangeable lenses, more for professionals, pro level lenses. For most people, they're either going to want to go with the Mission 1 or the Mission 1 Pro. The GoPro now has a 1-inch sensor, as you can see there on the box. As mentioned, 8K 60 frames per second with the Pro model. A lot of other improvements when it comes to low light, batteries, and other features of the camera, which we'll talk about as we go along in this video. But yeah, let's get into it here. So some pretty standard packaging like we've seen in the last couple of years. We do have notice here we must update the camera, the firmware on the camera before we can use it. Some basic literature in there. We got some stickers. We got a USB-C to USB-C data and charging cable. There is like a silicone or rubber lens hood, a curved sticky mount. We have a thumb screw. We have the new Enduro 2 battery. And what's really interesting about this is that the new Enduro 2 battery, as you can see, it's labeled there Enduro 2. This is also compatible with your Hero 13 Black. So you can now purchase these Enduro 2 batteries and use them in your Hero 13 Black. It is a slightly bigger battery, so you're going to get a little bit of extra record time out of it. And vice versa, your Enduro batteries from your Hero 13 Black will also run in the Mission 1 and Mission 1 Pro. And here we have a buckle mount. Some pretty standard stuff other than the lens hood there. And then here we have the camera. There's some protective paper on it that we'll remove. Got a sticker on the lens, front screen, sticker on the back screen, again telling us we need to update the firmware. This back screen is slightly larger as well. And now they have a sticker on the microphone. They clearly label that now because a lot of people think that's a door and they try and open it and they end up damaging it. That's actually a microphone. If you're brand new, you're just buying your first camera, that's actually a microphone. It's specially designed to allow water to drain out of the mic quickly. So if you're filming underwater, when you come out, you're going to have good audio right away. So yeah, as you can see, Mission 1 Pro labeled there on the side. And a couple things physically that are new with it. These buttons are a little bit different. They're bigger and they're a little thicker, as you can see there. That's for both the power button, the mode button there on the side, and the shutter button there at the top. And I don't know if you can see on camera there, but there's actually a space underneath them, on both of them there. You can see right through underneath. That's going to help if you're capturing underwater. If you're down really deep, that's going to basically equalize the pressure. So the pressure from the water when you're down deep isn't going to be pressing on the buttons. So nice little addition there. They've increased the waterproof capabilities of the Mission 1. It's now waterproof down to a depth of 20 meters. And as you can see, the lens there on the front is quite a bit bigger. I'll just show you a size comparison here of the Hero 13 Black. You can see that the camera is a little bit longer there. When it comes to the body thickness, about the same. I would say one is any thicker. Looks pretty close. But the way that lens sticks out, you can see there, it sticks out quite a bit. And that's really important to note that these lenses, the lens cover here, I should say, is interchangeable, so you can remove it. But it is not compatible with lenses from your Hero 13 Black. So if you've got the wide angle lens, the macro lens, the ND filters, they are not compatible just due to the redesign and the 1-inch sensor. They just won't fit on there. They haven't announced any other lenses like a wide angle lens or a macro lens yet, but I am pretty sure it is coming because it does have the chips in it. Like if you get the ND filters, it does have the chips where it will read it. So I'm assuming they're going to be introducing some other lenses as well down the road. We'll have to wait and see what GoPro does there. A couple other interesting changes is that they now have 2 microphones on the front there. So it's going to offer better audio while vlogging And it even has a microphone on the back now. You can see down here right under the GoPro logo. You probably can't see that on camera, but there's a microphone right below the logo there. So now if you're doing any kind of commentary, the camera's facing away from you, you'll now still be able to get good audio. And that's another major improvement of the Mission 1 is that it now has USB-C audio support. So no more having to use those GoPro adapters or even the media mod. You can plug any USB-C mic directly into the side. And that includes wireless mics. So if you have a DJI mic or the new Insta360 mic, you can plug that directly into the USB-C. Now you can still connect those microphones via Bluetooth directly to it, but you're not going to have as good as audio as something like Osmo Audio because it's a proprietary system. Now, with that said, GoPro is launching its own wireless mic system. That's something new this year. It's not available yet. I will be ordering it in once it is available. But they have a whole wireless mic set, including the transmitters can be connected directly to it as well. So really looking forward to that, to testing them out. Another interesting thing here, if you can see, I don't know if you can see that or not, but right above the screen there, the front-facing screen, there's a new sensor. It's an anti-flicker sensor. So if it determines that there's light flickering, if you're filming indoors, you'll get a notice on the screen. So that's actually a nice little feature as well. Now, another big feature and improvement of the Mission 1 series is battery performance, both when it comes to longevity, when it comes to recording, heat dissipation, and even quick charging. These Enduro 2 batteries now support quick charging, so you can now have them from empty up to about 80% in about 20 minutes. So we're going to be doing some tests with that as well. And supposedly the heat issues that GoPros have been notorious for have been solved with the GP3. It's a lot more efficient, so again we'll be testing that out. So we'll power it on here and we'll check the battery level. And select English. We'll agree to their terms. I'm going to enable GPS location, and I'm going to leave voice control off for now. So now I'm going to launch the GoPro Quick app. I tap on GoPro, we'll add a new camera, and you can see there it's found the Mission 1 Pro, so I'll tap connect. Now it's going to want to join the Wi-Fi network of the camera. So there we go, there is the firmware update for it. So tap continue, and we'll just go ahead and let it do its thing. So while that is updating, let's go ahead here and we'll take a look at the point and shoot grip. So let's open this up here. Inside the box there we have some literature about the product, and that's it. It's all kind of together in one unit. So we'll take a closer look at the hand grip here. Now, some people might have use for a product like this, others may not. And this is not a new concept. There have been cages and grips like this available for a while for different action cameras. Essentially, as you can see there, we can open it up. You just want to make sure the shutter button is lined up. But these cages are actually modular and multi-purpose and can be used in a couple of different ways. We can remove this top portion. We'll unlock that button there on the side, press it in, and that removes the hand grip. And now essentially this can be used as just a standard cage if you want some extra durability for your camera, or you want a cold shoe for mounting accessories, or you just want a nice simple way of mounting the camera vertically, as it does have the vertical mount there on the side. We insert the camera the same way. We open it up. Power button is still accessible there on the side. And on this side here, there's a button there, as you can see, so we can still access the battery compartment if we need to swap out the battery or the memory. Now, the magnetic mounting system has not changed, so if you have magnetic mounts from your Hero 13 Black, they're fully compatible. And as mentioned with this cage, you can mount it right on the side there. Now, I would just be a little bit leery about mounting this on an outside of a vehicle, something with a lot of movement, just in this configuration when you're using that side mount there, just because there's not really a lot holding it on. I'd be a little nervous about that letting go. But of course the bottom is fully accessible, so you can easily attach it that way as well. Now the new 1-inch sensor, the ability to capture an 8K 30 or 8K 60 are some great new improvements, the new battery improvements. But one of the biggest improvements is the new GP3 chip. That's going to allow a lot of these advanced features such as 8K video, and it also allows for heavy processing to enable some of the new modes that they have included, which we will be testing out when I do my full review of the new camera. So let's power it on here and we'll take a quick look at the menu system. You can see here it has changed quite a bit. And you will notice when we swipe through the different modes, there's all different modes now. We have the new low light mode there. We have a slow motion mode. We have a new sport point of view mode, video mode, photo mode, and time-lapse mode. As you can see, these ones here highlighted in blue are the ones that are enabled by default. But as you can see here, we have one called Night Effects that we can enable. We have subject tracking. The Mission 1 series now supports subject tracking, which we'll talk about a bit more in my review. We'll do some demonstrations. We have a vlogging mode, a dive mode, looping mode, open gate mode, and we have endurance mode. So it'll be really interesting to test some of these modes out and see how they perform. Another thing that they've done is they have a whole new audio menu, because GoPro is really taking audio serious with the Mission 1 Pro when it comes to compatibility, functionality. So we can go to our settings here. You can see we have an audio page, a dedicated audio page. Right now it lists main track and track 2, but it's got a line through it because we don't have any external mics connected. We can tap on that, and depending on what mic we have, there'll be all different options that we can adjust. And we can also put an audio meter right on the front screen. As you can see there, we have the audio meter off to the side. And if we have other mics connected, we could put a second audio meter on there as well. So I'm not going to go too much further into the menu system. I'm going to make a separate video about that. This is just a first look at the new Mission 1 Pro, a quick unboxing. Of course, if this is a camera you're interested in, make sure you stay tuned, as I will be covering this camera fully, including a full review, probably in about 30 days, maybe 3 weeks, once I've had a good amount of time to use it in real world situations. I'll kind of offer up my thoughts on it. Of course, we'll be doing some comparisons, and of course some different demonstrations, and perhaps a full beginner's guide for those who are brand new. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and found it had value. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.